To answer your first question, coolest thing I think we funded was we funded the first Starlink into the Shetland Islands to power that up, which was pretty cool. We want to get involved in the process because we noticed this early doors, exactly what you're saying. Probably you came from the same pain point that we were coming from. Accountants were naturally reacting, and sometimes the ones they were reacting to were the ones in the most dire straits. So it's always hard to be a magician in that scenario. So what we realized was the accountant has working processes already. So we invested a lot in business health. We have this thing called Capital Fitness Report. So when we onboard a practice, we don't ask them to onboard just one client that's interested in funding. We ask them to onboard their full portfolio. Again, thankfully working with Sage, it becomes very, very easy. We can integrate with the software and pull all the clients through. But what we do is not to go, hey, this person take a loan. It's no, here's an overview of the full portfolio. Here's their credit position. Here's the Swoop score, which is their probability of getting funding. Here's the recommendations across lending, equity and grants. Here's where there's some insights on savings, whether that's insurance, banking. And then it gives you kind of a broad-based view of each one of them and when there's times that may be worthwhile engaging. And then when those quarterly business reviews come up or where those annual reviews come up, you have a document on an individual business that you can bring along that showcases their credit insights, their scores, recommendations, and the conversations. So you can be super proactive on a portfolio basis, but also on an individual basis. And that's been a bit of a huge mind shift for us and for the accountant, and just getting involved in their process. And then to answer your first question, coolest thing I think we funded was we funded the first Starlink into the Shetland Islands to power that up, which was pretty cool.